Well, every year the Gold Coast plays host to a whole range of fishing events. AFTA's probably one of the big ones, where all the retailers and their pro staff come to the Gold Coast and hang out at the convention centre for a couple of days to make decisions about what new products and innovative design stuff is going to hit our market and what we're going to be using for the next few years. But probably the best idea to get your head around your luring game is to get involved in some of the events that occur on the Gold Coast, whether it's the ABT events with the Bream and Bass, or the Mangrove Jack Anglers tournaments, or the Greenback down at Cabarita where they chase tailor. Probably the best one actually would be the Flathead Classic, because every year there's over 600 competitors that come to the Gold Coast and hang out for a few days chasing flathead, and the efficient techniques that they come out with to catch good numbers of big fish in pressured waters is just exceptional. So this next segment highlights exactly that sort of efficient, simple style of fishing that's really going to work for you regardless of whatever level of the luring game you're at. Take a look at it. Currumbin Creek this morning, and this is the sort of fishing that you're going to get onto if you come in here. This is springtime, and I mean I'm not sure if you can see it, there's cormorants, there's seagulls around just following all of the baitas that comes in. It just takes your breath away. You come down here early morning and there's dragon boats and stand-up paddle boarders, there's surfers taking off. I don't think he realised he was hooked to start. Yeah, this is the big sort of fish you're after. I've got the other rod out yet, I'm going to have to bring the other one in. Doing two things at once here, it's getting a bit hectic because I'm a bit greedy with my trolling. I've got a second rod out, and it's gonna be a problem in a second. Can I give you that? I'll try and unhook it from here because it's caught around my paddle. Thanks, mate. There you go. I don't even know if I can get this big girl up, eh? Can you see it? There it is. Yeah, it's a big girl, eh? This time of year, flathead, just these little diving lures is just unreal. I'm just hoping I've got it pinned in the side of the mouth, otherwise my little line is just going to saw through. No, he's fully consumed it, eh? Oh no, there it is, it's pinned in the side, perfect. Come here, big fella, get in there. Oh, you beauty. You probably caught me the fish there and saved me a bit of trouble because it was getting all caught around the guides there.
That's nice. Get to this back.
Thanks, mate. Thanks a lot.
No problems at all.
That's teamwork.
Yeah, it is good, eh? It's a nice flathead.
He's going to go back in. I'm not into keeping him, but yeah, she's a beauty, this one.
But when they get to that size too.
Take a look at that for a great big Currumbin Creek flatty. I said about the lifestyle and the stand-up paddleboarders out here early morning. I don't think I would have got this thing in without this bloke. Thanks, mate.
No worries, mate. Good on you.
So you can see what he's grabbed there. That's just a Daiwa tournament spike, and geez, they put up a great fight. Just trolling, it's really easy fishing. Kayak fishing early morning in here is just fantastic. There's great big fish like this that you can pick up on light gear. I'm using a 1,000 size reel and just 6 pound line and a little diving lure. Really easy. A beautiful big flathead. Springtime flathead fishing is fantastic in here. And there he goes. I don't know if it gets any better than this. It's so calm down here this time of morning, and there's just a few stand-up paddleboarders drifting around and not a lot of fishing happening. It doesn't cop as much pressure as it probably should for the fishing that's here, but if you're interested in getting out in Currumbin Creek, there's great flathead fishing for kilometres through here. The Yabby banks and the sand flats that exist along here are just brilliant. There's loads of bait and there's spotted weed banks around here, and then as you head further up, it just gets amazing. There's heavy natural structure, overhanging trees. It's great for skip casting and throwing diving lures around for Mangrove Jack and Big Trevally. I've got to show you what it's all about. see that I'm just chundering through a little bit of weed at the moment. It's really good sports fishing to have, you know, light setups like this. I've just got little 1,000 reels, but you want rods with a fair bit of backbone in them just to get yourself through the weed and pop the weed off. So a lot of the time the flathead are sitting just around the edges, the periphery of the weed, and if you're caught up and you can't get the weed off because your rod's too whippy or too soft in the tip, it just means that you're carrying weed and the fish aren't going to take your lure. So a rod with a little tip that's just got a little bit to it so you can give it to it and get it through the weed, and then you'll feel it back vibing again. That's exactly what you're after.
Just come up on this sand flat. Often they'll sit on it as flathead. He's completely step straight at that. It's right down his gullet there, you can see.
He's about 40 centimetres, that one. Yes, here we go. So this is Coomba Creek, and this time of year it's just brilliant for flathead fishing. You might be able to see out behind me, I'm just trolling along the edge of this sandbank, and picked up a few flathead already this morning. This one's not a bad fish. He's probably, he's up over that 55, I'd say. And the tide's just turned. It's starting to run out now, so they're all sort of filtering into these drop-off areas. Oh, he's probably about 500, I reckon, this one. It's a beautiful little buddy. See you, buddy. Bird little fish. That's him there. About 40 centimetres long. He's taken that little tango shad right down.